upcoming neighborhood events. This weekend, if your My Player is a 75 overall or lower, you can raise your ratings at Boot Camp, where double rep and exclusive prizes are waiting for you. On Wednesday.
From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers?
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of..."
Thanks, David. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Porter is out there with Avery Bradley. Then it's Olynyk. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Tate in at the 3. And for Oklahoma City, we've got Brown. And it's Melodon in at the point guard position. Here's Baisley. Olynyk is covering. Another shot. Wood with the block. And he gets it back. The shot's good. Now Porter. Pass to Brantley. No good that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Here's Dort, guarded by Porter. Now here's Melodon. Drops in the layup for 2.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And here is Melodon. Here's Baisley. And that one is stuffed right through.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Bradley deciding where to go with it. The pass to Wood. Fires for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
The Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And Avery Bradley still a solid player for this team. You know, maybe not in his prime, but still defensively, he's a difference maker.
Yes, yeah. I mean, injuries have slowed Bradley down over the years, but he still has some great footwork. He's physical on defense. He's undersized, but he can match up with either guard spot.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Now, here's Melodon, guarded by Porter. Brown the pass to Baisley. He gets it in there.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
To the middle, here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
You can count on Olenek to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate. And that feed was phenomenal.
Here's Melodon. Brown the pass to Melodon. To the left wing, Baisley. His 3-pointers off the mark. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Tate. Banked in off the glass.
More of a two-guard than a point guard's body. Bradley doing a little playmaking here.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul. Brown is checked in for the Rockets. Brooks comes in for Bradley. Here's Williams. 20 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Brooks for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. They get the rebound. Tries yet again. No good at the rim. Rockets trail by 5. Brown finds Olenek. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
One of those guys who combines the body of a big man and the game of a guard. Olenek can get it done on the rim.
Tipped away. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Pass to Jerome. Pass to Roby. Here's Jerome. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Here's Baisley. Tries again. It's hauled in by Wood.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Here's Olenek, and it's Houston with another.
Yeah, great execution there to turn around such a difficult shot to defend.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Baisley passes to Roby. Will it go? It's hauled in by Wood.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And Olenek kicks to Brown. And another 3 for Houston.
Such a gifted passer. Olenek used to play the point guard position. I mean, you can see it in his skill set.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Bradley dishes to Williams. Here's Jerome, guarded by Augustine. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jerome. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Bradley up and in on the layup.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
From deep, Brooks. Rebound by Muscala. Here's Williams. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Rockets ahead, leading by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Brooks. He's out there with DJ Augustine, and it's Brown in at the small forward. Here's McKyler. Brooks covering. Passes to Jerome. Bradley against Brooks. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Williams. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
On the wing, Brown lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. And the Thunder going the other way now.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. There's the pass to Melodon. Pass to Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bradley. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And that one's good. House.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Dort. Brown with it. Guarded by Augustine. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from Brown.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
Houston moving the ball around. Augustine, that's good.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Passes it to Brown. Now, here's Melodon. Tight defense on him. Back to Brown. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Outside Bradley. Beyond the arc. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 for the 4 so far. Melodon with the bucket. And now just a 2-point Houston lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Roby's checked in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Dort gets it to go.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Baisley's checked in. Here's Roby, guarded by Porter. And the pass to Dort. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And finished off by Wood.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And over his 2 years at UNLV, Christian Wood shot just 26% from long range. So he's made a huge improvement in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's become a key part of his offensive games. Yeah, he's put the work in behind the scenes. I mean, developing a skill set that's so much in demand.
And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor. Well, they weren't going to pass up that kid to get out and run following the steal.
Down low, here's Roby, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Jerome, good.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
.110 left in the second quarter. Bradley with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The wide open look here for Wood. And it's Baisley with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's Williams. Makes it off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Houston lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Bucket is good.
Well, you see Bradley's toughness, able to finish in the contact.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Pass to Roby. Five to shoot. Here's Jerome. No good on the triple. Rockets leading by 5. Bradley, that's for 2. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. The kick out to Williams. Buries it down low.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Porter outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Rockets lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was dead even in scoring. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, their bench production has been
And that should do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Rockets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. They've got Melodon, and it's Dort in a shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And taken away by Brown. Here's Melodon. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside Bradley. And the three off target. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Dort. Here's Pakusevsky. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Pakusevsky's got his first basket of the night. Here's Bradley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
But the defensive specialist, Bradley, now a veteran, he's proven to be a guy who can contribute well as a starter or a bench reserve.
Rockets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. All free throws good from Avery Bradley. Now here's Melodon. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Dort. Here's Baisley for the tie. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Bradley from 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bradley's got 7 points.
A combo guard with fantastic handles. It's clear Bradley enjoys ripping off these moves.
Brown outside. Now here's Melodon. Guarded by Porter. It's good. He has 6. Timeout called the Rockets. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Here's Pakusevsky. Kicks it to Muscala to the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Intercepted. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Porter with the steal. And here comes House, leading the fast break. It's good from long range. House has got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Now here's Melodon, guarded by Porter. And here is Maladon. He has 6. Rockets with the rebound. Wood's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Houston moving the ball around. He kicks it to House. Wood passes to House. Three-pointer Augustine. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. The Rockets also changing it up. Brown is checked in for Wood, and Brooks subbed in for Kevin Porter. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Inside, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Augustine looking around. 1:58 left in the third. Brown outside. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Brown's got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Jerome passes to Bradley, and it's in there. He's got 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
To the paint, here's House. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Rockets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here's Jerome. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. To the inside. And that one's good by Roby.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Brooks right side. Inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The Rockets have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And the Thunder making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Thunder trailing by 8. 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Rope. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Bradley's checked in for Augustine. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And that one's good by Roby.
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
Now here's Bradley. Defense right on him. Another miss by Houston. The Thunder have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Jerome passes to Roby. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. You see this in the first half.
There's Brown with the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
From deep three-point range, and so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
It makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Brown. Brooks is out there with Bradley. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Tate in at the 4 slot. Brooks misses.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Christian Woods checked in for the Rockets. Back to Brooks. Buries it from three-point range. Brooks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
With some arc, Wood with the block.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And he comes up with the deuce. And the Rockets lead by 10.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Here's Jerome. Good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Wood passes to Tate, taken away by Williams. Wood kicks to Brooks. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
The dive for the ball, and the turnover again by Oklahoma City.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
So both teams changing it up here. Houston leading by 8. And here's Bradley from 3. But they'll get another chance. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Olynyk's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets. Here's Dort, guarded by Bradley. Dort passes to Melodine, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Goes up off the inbound, and he sinks the layup.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
They push it up 4 on 3. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Count that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Porter. Down low. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Pokusevski. And it's off from three-point range. The 3 from Bradley. Thunder with the rebound. Inside. Here's Dort. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's just a 4-point Rocket lead.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Christian Wood.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thunder trailing by 6. Passes it to George. A three-pointer, no good. Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Houston moving it around. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Launches a 3. A shot off that time. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. From beyond the arc, Akusevsky can't hit.
Oh, man. This guy, bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. That's the way to make the comeback happen.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 8. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Melodon. He's guarded closely.
Oh, and he's the rare player with a shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Berlinick is still going to get his share of blocks.
Kicks it out to Bradley. Porter in the corner. Over Melodon. Porter, no luck.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Buries the long-range jumper.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
And he comes through at the perfect moment. I know who they'll look to if they need another big three again soon.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Wood. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And this is no let-up. And, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Puts it up off the inbound. Misses off the left iron.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
8 seconds left in the fourth. And Olynyk kicks to Bradley. From deep. And the miss. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.